All right, welcome back to Squirrel Marketing. This is Bill Bronson, marketing guru, with Jeffrey Cooperstein, sports podcast legend.
What's up?
What's up? Well, it's Thanksgiving time. That's what's up.
It is. It's that time of the year. It's the holiday spirit. I hope everyone's having a good holiday so far. I hope you're not listening to this on Thanksgiving, because if so, that means your family dinner got a little out of hand and you're trying to find some escape. But we appreciate you anyways.
Yeah, Turkey Day's coming. Hopefully you're not listening to this while you should be with family. But if you are, you're part of our family, so...
We love you.
We love you. So let's talk about Thanksgiving real quick. What do you think?
What do I think? Thanksgiving's awesome. It's always been a big part of our family because I love football. So, and there's football all after, morning, day, and night on Thanksgiving, which is awesome. Getting to spend time with family. Obviously, it's different this year because of COVID, and some older people in the family don't feel comfortable gathering, and I completely understand that. But it's still a good time to reflect and a time to be thankful.
You know, it's funny you mentioned that. Football is obviously what a lot of people watch on Thanksgiving, or if you're a player, play.
Yeah. But
growing up, I remember we would invite people over to throw the football on Thanksgiving. Like, after Thanksgiving dinner, I would invite my friends over and we'd just throw the football in the front yard. And back then, that's the thing. You would actually invite people over to throw the football.
Yeah, we would do that too, where like the kids in the neighborhood would all get around. We'd go play football out in the field or something like that. Yeah, absolutely.
I don't see that happening these days. They're like, hey, get on Fortnite.
I won't get mad at the kids who want to go play Fortnite on Thanksgiving, because I'm still a huge gamer myself, so I can't get mad at you if you want to go play some Fortnite or some Call of Duty.
I just thought it was weird that you would actually call someone on a rotary phone, leave a message with somebody on a pad next to that phone.
What's a rotary phone?
To tell them to come throw the football. And then they get the message later on. Did anybody call for me? Well, check the pad. And you go look at the pad, which is next to the phone. It's the only one phone in the house. And you find out that somebody called you hours ago asking you to come over and throw the football.
I don't know if I could survive the olden days. Oh, my God.
There's no Siri or anything else.
No, I didn't get a cell phone until 6th grade, but, these kids now are having iPhones when they're 7. So.
Oh, yeah, sure. Anyway, Thanksgiving. Man, it was always a big deal around my house. My grandmother went to chef school she was born in the late 1800s, actually. And she was sent by her dad to Italy, and I think she went to Spain, Italy, England,
jealous,
Germany, France, as part of this cooking school tour, and learned from chefs in these different countries how to make these different things straight from
that's awesome
the horse's mouth, so to speak. And so she would always have some recipes that were just out of this world. Nothing anybody else had, because she learned from different places and would incorporate those into our Thanksgiving tradition. So it was pretty cool.
No, that is cool. Yeah, we always went to my grandma's house in Richardson, and she always cooked. She's cooked basically every day of her life since she was like 16. She's cooked breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, she's one of those where she can cook everything, and anything she makes is amazing. So I'm definitely going to miss that this year a little bit, but hopefully this next year we start getting some of our life back, and we can start doing that kind of thing again.
Yeah, it's sad this year, but there's ways you can make the most of it. There's Zoom,
and a cool thing Zoom is doing. I don't know if you saw this. They're removing their 40-minute time limit on Zoom calls, so you can be on one Zoom call throughout the entire day
for Thanksgiving or whatever.
Yeah,
that's
Thanksgiving
nice.
only. Yeah,
that's awesome. Yeah, they seem to be a forward-thinking company, and they have some empathy there. And it's nice.
Squirrel here a little bit about Zoom. How crazy is it? Everyone in the world before COVID started, you used Skype for video interviews, and Zoom was really an afterthought. And then as soon as COVID hits, Zoom is the one that takes over and starts this revolution that we're seeing now.
Well, they jumped in really quickly to promote using their tool for video conferencing instead of personal meetings.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure how it happened, but the media took it and they started calling it a Zoom call.
Isn't that nuts? I mean, it doesn't matter what you use. I mean, you could be using, like, I know here we use GoToWebinar. We call it Zoom call sometimes.
You know what's funny? I heard someone the other day said, just Zoom them. What? Just Zoom them? Are you serious?
That Zoom is a verb now? That's incredible.
Yes, like golf. Don't get me started on that.
On what?
Golfing.
You're not a golf guy?
I love golf, but not golfing.
You don't like to golf?
Do you like to soccer?
Yeah.
Do you like to football?
Okay, now you got me thinking about that.
Golf is a game.
Yeah.
You play golf. You don't golf.
That's funny, because I've always, heard... I love golfing. Oh, I love soccering. Yeah, that's
You haven't heard soccering.
I love footballing.
Nope.
I've never thought about that before.
No, cricket. I like to cricket, or I like to play cricket.
Yeah.
Basketball. Let's go basketballing.
Let's go golfing. Let's go play golf.
Yes.
You got me.
That's
you got
proper.
me thinking now.
That's proper.
That's funny.
I don't know how it happened, but that's definitely a squirrel. So Thanksgiving. Back to Thanksgiving. Let's stay on topic. Come on.
We're trying.
We're really pretty hard. I'm trying. I've got so many topics I want to squirrel off on. But so Thanksgiving. What's your favorite? What was your favorite food at Thanksgiving besides turkey?
I'm a huge mac and cheese guy.
You're kidding. Mac and cheese.
Love mac and cheese. That's always got to be my favorite. Is either mac and cheese or this. My grandma makes this incredible Jell-O mold that is so good. It's not like Jell-O. Well, it is like Jell-O, but it's a different consistency. And she puts marshmallows in it and stuff like. It is the best thing. That's my favorite.
Jell-O mold.
I wish you could. I can't even describe it. So good, but
there was a movie with like a 20-year-old Jell-O mold in it one time. It's kind of like fruitcake. You know, some people love fruitcake.
Yeah, I'm not a fruitcake guy.
Yeah. Yeah, so your favorite thing was mac and cheese. You know, Capitol Grill has lobster mac and cheese. They make it with 5 cheeses.
Yes.
And they put it in the oven in a cast iron skillet.
I know very well because I found out from that very mac and cheese that I am allergic to shellfish.
Oh, okay.
From that very mac and cheese.
That is the very mac and cheese that made me like mac and cheese, but only that one.
Yeah.
That's the only
Del Frisco's does a very good lobster mac and cheese.
Do they? Yeah. Man, Capitol Grill is amazing. My daughter and I started going as a tradition every year, and we would get all dressed up and go there.
Oh, that's cool.
And I had to figure out how to slip her a martini because she wasn't old enough.
That's awesome.
But now she's old enough. But last year we had to slip her one.
That's funny.
I ordered 2. I'm like, I'm thirsty. They were looking at me the whole time.
They were looking?
Yeah, I'm like, what are you going to do? I slid it over to her.
Isn't it legal in Texas?
It is legal if you're with your parents.
Yeah, it is, right?
Yeah, but they have a rule.
That you can't.
Whatever.
I
don't like rules. Seriously.
I can tell.
But so mac and cheese, my favorite thing in the whole world. And it's weird because as soon as I voice these favorite things I have, people stop making them. Like, I told my wife I love this hand-milled wheat bread she made, and it was amazing. I mean, amazing. She stopped making it.
Just because you liked it?
No, I don't know why. It's just even when I was a kid.
Bad omen.
My dad would make this spaghetti sauce. It was amazing. It had ground meat in it and all this. So good. And I told him how much I loved it. Well, so then he started putting big chunks of zucchini in it. And it got chunkier and chunkier, and to the point where I'm like, I don't really like this anymore.
Yeah.
I got to quit telling people I like stuff. This is not going to work out well. But, man, pecan pie.
I'm not a fan.
I am not a sweet tooth person at all. And the only thing that I look forward to at Thanksgiving really is pecan pie.
I'm not a sweet potato pie, pumpkin pie, pecan pie person. I'm more of a fruit sort of pie. I'm an apple, cherry, blueberry.
You like cobbler?
Lemon. Love cobbler. Yeah. But I don't know what the difference is between cobbler and pie.
Not much.
Yeah. It's just a different name.
It's a different name. Well, pecan pies, there couldn't be a cobbler. Well, that might be interesting. But no, like peach pie, apple pie. That's pretty close to apple cobbler.
Yeah. That's my favorite kind of pie for sure. Well, okay, no, not true. My stepmom's dad makes this chocolate French silk pie. You've never lived until you've tried this thing.
Is it like chocolate mousse kind of? Sort
of, yeah. It's like chocolate mousse. You put a nice scoop of vanilla ice cream on top of it. It's so weird because it's like sweet and salty at the exact same time.
Oh, like the salted caramel kind of.
Sort of, yeah. It is just to die for.
Yeah, my wife makes this Heath Bar Crunch pie. It's amazing. It's got the chocolate filling. And I'm not really a sweet tooth person though. Like I said, I like salty, crunchy things, which kind of makes me a carb addict.
Me too.
And that's my downfall right there.
Absolutely.
I kind of wish I had a sweet tooth because, and this is a weird misnomer out there, is that you gain weight by eating sweets. Well, maybe, but the thing about sugary sweets is that the insulin response is really fast. Mm-hmm. So it spikes your insulin level and then it goes back down again, unless you're insulin resistant or whatever. But when you're addicted to salty treats and not sweets, but like breads and chips and pasta.
That's literally me.
And all that.
French fries.
Those are more sustaining carbs. So when they raise insulin level, it doesn't spike real fast, but it goes up. It goes up and sort of stays up. And they've proven that insulin is the problem that causes weight gain, period. It's not calories necessarily. It's the insulin response. Because if you take a normal weight mouse, they did these tests, and you give them insulin, they're going to gain weight, period. So the deal is to keep your insulin levels low and increase your insulin response. So sweets, quick, and then they're gone. And if I look at, like my brother, for instance, not a weight problem at all, loves ice cream, but not a big carb person. So he like meat and vegetables, fish and vegetables, whatever, then he has a bowl of ice cream. That's it. It doesn't affect him at all.
Yeah.
Because it's gone quickly. But yeah, so that was kind of a squirrel, wasn't it?
Not quite.
I wonder if they serve squirrel anywhere in the world.
I bet they do. I guarantee you they do. There's a lot of weird stuff you can find on the internet. I'm sure that some
monkey brains and squirrels and
that kind of stuff.
Well, people used to hunt squirrel. My dad said that he used to use his .22 when he was a kid, and this would have been probably in the 1940s. There was some woods out behind his house, and he would go shoot squirrels and cook them, and they rabbits and squirrels.
It's funny because my stepdad's side of the family, his parents owned a deer ranch where they would breed and you could hunt deer and all that. The last thing I would ever do is, and I have nothing against it, the last thing I would ever do is kill a wild animal and shoot it, just because that would just creep me out. I have nothing against it if you have to do it. But I'm not going to eat something that I know was just like in the wild, just a gamey. I hate that gamey taste. I don't know.
Everything was in the wild at one point.
I know.
No, I'm not a big hunter either. I had a kind of a traumatic experience as a boy with a deer, and it kind of marked me as not an avid hunter. I wouldn't say. I'll go hunting once in a while, but I'm not just anticipating the kill.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
No, I got you.
And certainly, if I do, I'm gonna use every bit of it that I can. And I'm going to be more reverent about it than a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because I value it. It's to me, it's part of creation. And so even if you're not religious, you believe in a universal law that you should respect living things.
Right.
But so anyway, so now you were talking about mac and cheese. So was this like Kraft mac and cheese out of the box, or was this something special?
Yeah, it's like you put breadcrumbs on top of it, 4 or 5 different kinds of cheeses in there. Go and throw it in the oven. It bakes for a little bit. The breadcrumbs get all crispy on it.
So you're talking about serious chef stuff.
Serious stuff. I mean, this is no joke.
Okay, that's real mac and cheese.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the Velveeta bowl I can heat up right here for lunch. No.
Yeah, that stuff's kind of nasty.
I'm talking about the serious.
That comes in when I was a Scoutmaster, you could buy that in a 5-gallon bucket.
Really?
Just the nasty mac and cheese.
Ugh.
Oh, boy, the boys will eat it up.
Oh, I bet.
But then again, the boys will eat ramen raw.
Anything. I've had raw ramen before.
Are you nuts?
Yes.
It's not even cooked.
I know. I've tried it once in elementary school. They were like, dude, this is the thing. You gotta eat raw ramen.
And then they open the seasoned packet and just pour it in their mouth.
Yeah, I won't do that. I'm not that.
Like Pixie does or whatever.
I'm not a heathen. I won't do that.
That's crazy.
Do you know what? That does kind of bring me to something. What are they called? Emergency. The little vitamin C packets that you like the powder you can put in.
Oh yeah, right.
So my friends and I started a tradition where we would go. We would go to FC Dallas soccer games a lot. And we started this tradition where before every game, we would all get a pack of Emergency, rip open the pack, take it all in the pack, not in the water, and take a sip of water. Those things, if you take one of those, you can jump through walls. It's amazing what you can do with Emergency.
So it's kind of like the, what's that little bottle of stuff?
5 Hour Energy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
sort of. But in powder form, yeah.
And it's a lot of vitamin C, which is good for you. So
yeah,
and that's kind of like the sour, sweet and sour stuff. What do you call the sour
Patch Kids, sour Skittles.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
but that's all sugar, and this is good for you, or kind of relatively.
To a degree,
it's probably got a bunch of sugar.
Right? No, I'm sure it has tons of sugar in it, but yeah.
The B12 shots, though, the no sugar B12 shots.
Yeah.
That'll clear your head. That's some good stuff.
Real quick.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I should have taken one of those this weekend. Yeah, I went down to the river and hung out with some buddies from high school.
Oh, cool.
It was a lot of fun. We cooked steaks, and these were the biggest steaks I've ever seen in my life.
Nice.
And they cost me more than anything I'd ever bought like that in my life either, too. I mean, these were Nolan Ryan, 2-inch thick, freaking T-bones, bone-in T-bones, the size of a plate, each one of them. And I thought, what am I doing? This is a lot of meat.
Yeah.
But it was so amazing. There was not a scrap left when these guys got done with it. I mean, it was like piranhas on a cow.
That's always the best feeling when everyone eats everything that you got.
And it took forever because we couldn't get the store brand, Kroger's brand charcoal. Couldn't get the light. And then so my buddy Paul went and got his propane torch, and it ran out of fuel. And then so we're trying to do something here, and it took forever, but it was so worth it. I think it took 45 minutes to cook those steaks.
Yeah, I bet.
And they were just like falling apart, mouth-watering, amazing.
We had some steaks last night. It was pretty funny. My stepdad was doing the grilling. In the middle of it, grill ran out of gas. So he had to go run to Lowe's in the middle of it and start over.
Yep, that's happened to me before. On a holiday when you can't get any.
Yeah, that sucks.
So I got a pellet grill now.
Nice.
So yeah, so what's next? We're going to talk about anything else Thanksgiving, or are we done?
That's about all I got. Just wanted to reminisce on the good times, some good food. Be thankful for your family. Make sure that they know that. Yeah,
definitely tell them. I can't, I don't have the ability any longer to tell my mother or father, necessarily anyway. My mother she has dementia, and it's a tough time right now.
Absolutely.
But my father's gone now, and so I don't have that time. And you guys, you need to value your family. You need to value people you care about and let them know. Spend some time with them. Get off your phone. Get off the TV. Go throw the football. Take a walk. Do things you wouldn't normally do, and kind of enhance that relationship, because you never know when it's going to be over.
No question. Yep,
Yeah.
Always love your family.
Awesome. So we're going to see you next week, and hope you have a great Thanksgiving. That's all we've got
Have a good weekend.
for Squirrel Marketing. See ya.
Bye.